A bunch of trees adhesively well attached to each other like school kids joining hands while playing in circles, not in rows or lines, in natural intricate random collective appearances without any fear of social aggressive acquisitions and insecurities, standing firm next to each other but still not a farm organized by a farmer, furthermore non-fathered and associated with human intelligence and planning this time. A lot of green leafy lichens growing onto the trees' barks to allow them clean their air and their surroundings to compulsively like masks back in the pandemic. The leaves are well placed over each other and build a green roof over the forest topology, nature's proof in biology. There are many plant species laid onto the ground under the shades of the tree species with such profound art and unscripted alignments. The raindrops find fun out of dropping from one tree branch to another without drought to bother them. About thousands of trees and plant species that make up a natural rainforest, nature at its finest. At times winds come up and blow up trees, though they eventually fail to knock out a single tree down after trees being too protective over each other adhesively and collectively. They all grow in certain different ways, but at the end of the day, they all search and find sunlight over their leaves before the sun leaves. Chimpanzees always find life climbing over one branch and dropping to another by a hand swing enjoyably. Millions of animals find home in these natural rainforests. That's when they find their far rest. Some trees grow taller than the other. Some trees grow a bit bigger than the other. Some trees grow more darker than the other. Some trees grow more thicker than the other. Some trees grow a lot more inclined to the ground. Some trees are a bit older than the other. Some plants are taught to climb over trees like vine plants. Some plants are taught to sit under the shades of trees in a long wait for mineral exchange. Some plants are inclined to hugging each other. Some plants are flowery with scentful differences. Some plants are growing and stretching their green stems onto the ground. Some trees are taught to be in different colors, starting from light green, dark green, yellow, orange, and red purple. Some plants have red, green, purple, white, orange, crimson, yellow, or even highly patterned leaves with beautiful sleeves. Some with black and brown pigments, seasonal biological changes. It's said that 4 major colors can make 64 different unique combinations biologically through plant species and growth. Well, the differences happen with color, they happen with appearances, they happen in opportunities to sufficient sunlight in rainfall, they happen in height, obviously happen with weight and size, brilliantly happen with the tree's skin structures, amazingly happen with a plant's perseverance and growth, beautifully happen in almost everything out there. But guess what? The natural rainforest stays naturally beautiful, and that's something we can never blatantly deny. However much everything is entangled the other way around, beyond our imagination, and these plants and trees never discriminate. They value the voices and natures of one another. They learn that beauty means coming together, loving yourself too, and doing the best for each other. And beauty always resides within everyone in a certain unique way. But when you walk back to the natural rainforest, you realize that it's too beautiful naturally, without a doubt. All the nature feels too beautiful to be stared at. When we stand at with tight glances in amusement of this natural rainforest, the greatest teacher of all time, Confucius once said, everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. But guess who didn't learn from the existence of this natural rainforest and this natural beauty? It's us. We humans forgot how beautiful we are in an analogy to this natural rainforest. And not to disrespect nobody, but it runs deep to our world today. That's why today I came out to remind you how beautiful you are. At least 90% of women feel not pretty enough about themselves. That's the response of fighting natural beauty and listening to this commercial adverts telling females to only feel beautiful after wearing makeup and the whole artificial beauty package as it goes, which I think is something that was made up to break up our self-esteem and self-acceptance. It's probably a knife designed to break down one's self-image and body image into chopped pieces using social media as a chopboard. In one study, young girls aged 13 to 17 years, nearly 50% reported a desire to be as skinny as models they viewed in fashion magazines, and reported that these magazines gave them a body to strive for. In the UK only, 61% of adults feel negative or very negative about their body image most of the times. 48% of adults feel negative about their body image most of the time. A further 13% feel very negative about body image most of the times. Research conducted in the US showed that around 25% of males' children were concerned about their muscularity and leanness by expressing greater desire for toned and defined muscles. At least 36% of students from United Arab Emirates reported being dissatisfied with their bodies. In more than 50,000 adults, 41% of men thought they were too heavy and self-conscious about weight. 16% reported too uncomfortable being in a swimsuit, and 11% thought they were unattractive. Almost everyone on social media is trying to judge herself by the social media impressions and other people's posts, thus comparing our real lives with filtered, edited, and virtual lives. Is that not crazy enough to show how imperfect we were about judging our perfection? Almost every disabled person is scared of his appearance publicly and what the views of the outlookers may be. That's pretty sad and true that people born a certain way are refuted from feeling their beauty inside them by our own spewed fragile judgment. Almost every person with a beautiful appearance is told to change and shape it in a certain way to impress somebody else. Almost gender choice is built on a strong foundation of paying costly surgeries to try changing things and make some people feel a certain way about themselves. Almost every racial label is imposed onto us as we grow up, and most of it remains accepted until we die. But who said being black or white, small or white-eyed, blondie or black hair, skinny or fat, tall or short makes anyone out there ugly? I'm not glorifying obesity, unhealthy being, opposite races, or unattractiveness. I'm glorifying humanism and human beauty at a scale of zero negative judgments. I just want people to stop operating from a place of society's pressure and start operating from their own motives, cause no one knows what you are going through fully, nor is everybody feeling exactly the same way as you feel. Is everybody having the same background and historical go through as yours? Absolutely no. That's why you have to carry on and move with your inner incentives through living and fixing life. The best comparison is who you are today and who you were yesterday. The rest are empty accusations for a life sentence, self-imprisonment with one sentence. I want to be exactly like her, and I'm not beautiful enough to those standards yet. I don't know about you, but I think everyone out there is beautiful in a certain unique way. We don't realize how the nature of this natural rainforest has clearly taught almost everything about beauty. We listen glazed because we were too busy scrolling to the next post or even pressing the next button on the remote for the next TV show. We humans are all beautiful unconditionally. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your past has been. I don't care what you were taught in your childhood. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your weight is. All I care about is that you have to start fathoming the beauty you have without waiting for nobody to confirm it through judgmental glasses. Everyone is different shapes, sizes, colors, beliefs, personalities, and you have to celebrate those differences, said Kelly Clarkson. We are all beautiful, and it all makes up one package of beauty called human beauty. And embracing who we are will give us a seat in the home of confidence. And this confidence, my friends, will pay back happiness, better self-awareness, and self-esteem. All humans are beautiful in a certain unique way that society will not always see and confirm. So don't feel bottom for the fact that someone made you feel now beautiful. I don't care what type of historical traumas are rolled under your name. I don't care how much health complications and to which extent they may have deformed your body, be it a chronic disease, cancer, spiritual or physical health deformation, mental health brokenness, fire burns, or even something else, to mention a few. I don't care any of that. I don't care about what society has told about you. I don't care about what society has subjectively termed beauty today. All I care about is that I want you to know that you are too beautiful. You are too beautiful just the way you are, more than just the way you may have been told to deviate from your natural beauty. It's been done for too long to rob away your chances of feeling fulfillment and content. You don't need to change a thing about your body to become beautiful, unless for the cases where need is pragmatically and reasonably inclined onto serving great gratification for one's health instead of serving society's strong standards and beliefs, cause the most beautiful thing about being a human being is finding yourself happy with who you are without waiting for them to confirm it. That's the only way for human beings to become happier with themselves. It's all about gratefully accepting who we are with these flaws and imperfections. Real beauty is not on the outside. It's always on the little things about us that we usually ridicule for their little imperfections and magnitude in our own misjudging hindsight. The total of all the tiny mistakes makes good art, designs, and chemistry inventions. And I feel the same way about our flaws. Everyone deserves to feel good about themselves, and if you don't, then start, because everyone is beautiful, said Neil Horan. We have to start from fathoming the love in the skies, fathoming the starries on the skies, fathoming the attachments with our hearts and souls, fathoming self-love on our hidden place behind the closed doors of social comparison cabinet closet, fathoming the unsettled emotions that crowd our feelings, fathoming the naturality onto our beautiful faces without makeup, fathoming the journal days that naturally appear to be our wrinkles as we age, fathoming the little pain that reshaped our life perceptions and experiences, fathoming the untold stories in our sorries and worries, fathoming our families and background grounded onto real love, fathoming everything about us that makes us feel beautiful, fathoming our races and weights for the moment. When we do embrace all this beauty within us, we will never look for any other beauty in the outside disparity like we have always been. We have to look at everyone in the most beautiful way in order to hook that most beautiful part hidden in her body, heart, mind, or soul. And believe me, it's always in everyone, though it does happen too uniquely. For everyone, it's different. In the end, we will be happy and won't need any detailed crazy program to make human being happy and beautiful, and seeing other people as beautiful as we feel for ourselves makes us happier. Carol King once said it the best. I still believe that everyone is beautiful in some way, and by seeing the beauty in others makes us feel happier. And something else you need to know about human beauty is, don't let anybody make you feel like you aren't beautiful enough to be accepted by yourself, cause that's the real killer of self-esteem and self-confidence for innocent human beings out there. In her own words, a female singer, Miley Cyrus, once said, "Everyone is beautiful in their own way, in and out, and you have no right to tell them otherwise. You don't need any expensive surgery to be more beautiful. You just need a priceless heart and so to accept and embrace who you are fully, just the way you are. You are too beautiful to not try being someone else. You are just enough and accurate. You are all differently beautiful just the way you are. You are beautiful. Go and love yourself and love the people around you. Embrace who you are. That's how to clearly appreciate and learn more from this natural rainforest.